Right, so welcome back guys, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be breaking down a new video, or trailer that came out for The Walking Dead Season 9B, called Whispers into Screams. So if The Walking Dead is something you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell icon. That way don't miss any more Walking Dead content from me in the future. Now let's begin. We start off the trailer with a shot of Alpha's iconic belt buckle, the Ouroboros symbol. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's pretty much the snake eating its tail, or dragon eating its tail, depending on what culture you're going off of. And I think it's pretty cool. We're getting this much kind of reveal of Alpha. We actually hear her speak for the first time in this trailer, which I found very cool, and I really like it. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like how her accent is, with a deep southern accent, and they don't find it terrifying enough, or they just don't like it. But I actually kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool, actually. I know there was a lot of questions going around regarding her accent. I didn't actually notice she had an accent in the comics, but I'm interested to see with the accent here. I think it's pretty cool and unique. It makes her different from other villains we've seen in the TV show, from like the Governor, Negan, and just pretty much any other villain. Like, none of the other villains we've seen have this thick, deep southern accent. And a lot of people are talking about like what kind of accent she'd have. And I predicted that it would be some kind of southern accent, because if you look at it, what else could it really be? I mean, they could have had her have some kind of foreign accent, but to me, that just felt out of place. I mean, yes, do different parts of America have their own different kind of accent? Like New Yorkers and Californians have their own different kind of accents. But like, that's not too much different from each other, in my opinion, at least. Where you need it to be iconic like this. I like Alpha's accent, and I really can't wait to see her come to life. I know people say she's not terrifying enough, but she doesn't need to have a terrifying accent. I mean, think about Negan. He like wasn't even scary that much when he spoke. Governor was a little bit menacing, and also, not to be sexist, but like, how menacing can a woman sound really with as a villain? I don't mean to be sexist. I'm far away from that kind of area, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Cause come on, this is the TV show. You're not gonna have something where it's like where everybody's gonna be happy. Some people are gonna like it, some people don't. I very much enjoy the accent and think it's pretty cool. But we don't need an accent to make the Whisperers terrifying. They already are terrifying enough. I mean, they walk around in the skins of walkers and dead people. They don't need to be any more scarier than that. Accent doesn't add to that. I think anybody complaining is kind of nitpicking, in my opinion. No offense to anybody out there who actually does hate the accent. I'm just saying, come on, pick your battles. It could be a lot worse. Next, we got a shot of Alpha and Beta's putting on Alpha's mask. I think that's pretty cool. I would imagine as the Alpha, she probably has multiple different masks that she wears, so I don't see any kind of need to examine this more, like with the masks, or if this is actually Alpha. I think it's pretty obvious. We see a bull there. I'm gonna go into depth onto what this is. I'm gonna make a prediction here based on some early reviews we got. I think this might be like a flashback, or the origin story of the Alpha of the Whispers, because due to some early reviews that came out, episode 10 is hinted at being a possible flashback episode to the origins of the Whispers, which I find interesting. So I think, but I'm gonna go into more depth with some of the other pictures we got here in the trailer. Next, we got a shot of our group. I'm gonna predict right here. This is the morning after the cemetery fight. You see, you got Yumiko and Magna here, and then behind them you got Eugene and Michonne's helping him walk, and then in the background you got Aaron and Daryl carrying someone. Now, I know a lot of people saying that could be Lydia, but I'm gonna say that's more Jesus's corpse. Sorry for the morbid kind of thing there, but I think they're going to be bringing them back. They're escaping, and I think this is right before, or a couple of scenes before, they run into Lydia's group and capture her. Next, we got this shot of this really creepy looking Whisper on the bridge. Now, this lines up with some promotional photos we saw of Daryl on the bridge. I'm going to go into the promotional photos in another video coming soon. Now, maybe it's just me, but that Whisper, for some reason, I don't know, gives me some kind of striking resemblance to Simon. I don't know, like maybe it's just me, but doesn't that look a lot like Stephen Ogg or something like that? I don't know. Something about this Whisper reminds me a lot of Simon. I don't know. It's just maybe just a resemblance there. But then you see him unsheath a knife or some kind of shiv there, and then he goes to attack Michonne on the bridge, and then you can kind of see her kill him. I'm presuming she kills him. A really cool scene there. Really like how they had it all play out. It's just a really quick, cool scene within the trailer. Next, we got another shot of Alpha putting on a mask. Now, previously I mentioned how I think they might be doing a flashback or origin story to the Whispers, and one of the reasons I'm saying that is if you look to the corner of this pic here, you can kind of see a woman there standing, a blonde woman standing there, and she doesn't have a mask on. Now, I know people might be saying, but this could be them bringing prisoners back, because we see unmasked people at the end of the trailer. But I'm going to still go on to say this could be an origin story here. It could be the first time Alpha's putting on her mask, or just be an origin story in general. I kind of think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe at first not everybody wears the masks or whatever. I think that'd be a cool concept, and I'm interested to see what this scene goes to in general with the story coming up in the second half. Next, we got a shot of Connie running through some kind of corn stalks. Now, I know people are saying this could be Hilltop. I'm 50-50 on that. The way the scene plays out, it looks like she's trying to escape from someone, so maybe she and some of her people are being chased by the Whispers. We do see her out on a run with Tara. Maybe that connects somewhere. I don't know. I'm 50-50. I feel like this could be Hilltop, but it could be them trying to escape some Whispers. Let me know what you think it could be in the comment section down below. Next, we got some really cool scenes of Beta, and I think it's Henry in that first one at least. It looks a lot similar to Henry from the back, at least the hair does to me, and I think you can kind of see his stick that Morgan gave him. So I'm going to say it's Henry. Maybe they get into some kind of scuffle. Maybe this is when he first gets to Whisper's camp after chasing after Lydia. I don't know, something like that. And then you see Beta pushing someone up against a tree. I'm not sure what this goes to, but he looks really cool in that scene. I really like that pic there. It's just a really cool, creepy scene of Beta. I'm interested to see what this connects to. Is he skinning a walker? Is this still Henry? I don't know, but I'm just excited to see where to take this. This trailer got me really hyped, and Beta's looking really cool in this trailer as well. Next, we got a shot of Alpha, and you can kind of see Beta in the background with this guy. We don't know this character yet, I don't think. Now, I'm going to say this could be a few different things. Again, I'm going to go back to the origin story of the Whispers. This could be some kind of new recruit and showing it through their eyes. And maybe this is going to be like that cowboy guy. I don't know, man. It's just me thinking that. There has been some casting news for some new characters coming up in the second half. This could be that guy. It could be, or maybe another theory I got is maybe this isn't just the second half or the first couple episodes. This could be the entire second half. Maybe this is a new character we're introduced in the second half, and then maybe this is when they capture them and behead them and put their heads on a spike. That's possible. I'm gonna say that's probably a 25% chance or less, but I'm gonna stick with this as an origin story. Next, we got a scene of 3 characters running through the woods in a Whisper mask. I'm not sure what this is. This could be them escaping the graveyard. This could be a couple different things. Maybe this is after they get Henry back and they're returning. I don't know. This could be a lot of different things. I'm not sure. I'm just interested to see what this scene plays out to, because it's a very questionable scene, and I can't give just a lot of predictions off of it. Because there's just not enough there for me to give a solid prediction for what's going on in this pic. Next, we got a shot of, I think it's 2 Whispers dragging a body. Now, we can see, I think it's a herd in the background. Now, I'm going to predict a few different things. This could either be the Whispers bringing one of their dead members that our survivors killed and showing it to Alpha, and that's when she decides, okay, we're going to go confront these people. Or this could be them finding a dead person, and they're going to skin it. or maybe it's a dead walker they're gonna skin it. It could be a bunch of different things. It's a very kind of vague pick, so it could go either way in my opinion. But it's still a very cool picture, even though it's vague. I'm just interested again to see how it plays out to the overall story of the upcoming arc. Next, we got a shot of I believe it's Alpha washing her hands, and you can see there's a lot of blood on her hands. Now, I'm curious to see what this goes to, because if you remember back to that scene with that unknown character, she's got blood on her hands there. So, it could be either that, or maybe it connects back to, if you remember, to the scene where Beta's putting on her mask. There's a bowl similar to this here. So maybe she's washing off her hands from making the mask. You never know. I mean, sure, it doesn't look like dead people blood, but maybe she cut herself or something during the making of the mask. Maybe this is her first time making the Whisperer mask. Again, going back to the origin story, this could be her first time making the mask and she cuts herself or something. I think that'd be a cool concept. I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. Again, a vague picture, but still a very cool scene. I'm interested again to see how it plays into the overall upcoming story arc. Last, we got a few shots of Alpha and a group of whispers, and it ends with her saying, "I am Alpha." Now, that's an interesting clip because I'm curious to see where this is taking place. Again, I'm going to go back to the whole flashback episode and the origin story of the whispers. Could this be her proving her dominance over the former Alpha and becoming the Alpha of, or the new Alpha of the Whisperers? I'm just very curious to see what's going on here. You can see some people without masks on. Again, is this the origin story and not all of them are wearing masks? Is this them trading Alden and other people at the hilltop? That's questionable because neither of these people look like Alden's or Luke, so I'm questioning that theory. The guy at the end here kind of looks like the guy that we saw her and Beta with earlier in the trailer, so I'm just curious to see what's going on here. I really love this trailer. I love the whole title of it, Whispers into Screams. I wish that was episode 9's title. I feel like they made a big screw up not giving a title of Whispers into Screams to that episode. I hope they do it to episode 16, where I'm predicting they'll do Alpha's border wall. But at the same time, I kind of want them to do something to fear for that episode, so I'm not sure how I feel, but I definitely want either an episode to be something to fear or have the title Whispers into Screams. I think they need to give at least one episode one of those titles, because I feel like not giving it to it is just kind of silly. It's an iconic title from the comics, and it should be given to an episode. And I'm kind of disappointed they haven't already. Again, I just really love this trailer. Hearing Alpha speak for the first time was really cool. The one con that I have to say, though, is, now, I don't know anything about how, like, accents are passed down from generations, but how come Lydia doesn't have that same accent as Alpha does? Because remember, we hear her speak in a previous trailer or teaser that we got a week or so ago, where she says, you don't want to know where my mom is or whatever, but she doesn't have that thick southern accent. Granted, you could say that she grew up as a whisperer and traveled around, so she didn't have time to develop the accent that she would have if she grew up where her mom did. I don't know, maybe that's a possible way to explain it, but like, how come Lydia doesn't have the same, like, deep southern accent that Alpha does? It's just, I don't know, something that bothers me a little bit. It kind of breaks, like, continuity, but maybe I'm just not educated enough on how accents work. I don't know. Let me know if you know anything about accents. Would Lydia have the same accent as her mom? Is it genetic, or is it something that they developed due to where they live? That's just something I'm curious about, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Lydia should have had that accent, but still, not gonna complain. A really cool trailer again. Loved everything about it. So yeah, guys, those are my quick thoughts and opinions regarding this teaser trailer. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. And don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell icon. That way you don't miss any more Walking Dead content from me in the future. This has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.